guys, welcome to the channel. Today I got a 3-step process for you guys. At least I think it's 3 steps. What we're gonna do is we're getting my Corvette, my twin turbo C7 Corvette here, ready for the track, and we do not want to lose to the Freedom Rocket. We beat him once and it was lucky because he spun, but this time we want to just win, just outright win. And what we're doing to improve the power and performance is we are fixing a couple issues as well as releasing some more horsepower. Number one on the docket here is we are going to change the exhaust up. We are going to have our race exhaust, which will be kind of like the Freedom Rockets. We're just going to go to dumps. Number two, one of the issues that I was having at the track was a boost spike. In fact, during the race with the Freedom Rocket, which I'll play it here.
The Freedom Rocket!
You saw where the Freedom Rocket really started coming up? Well, I actually had to go to low boost, or a lower boost, losing about 150 to 200 rear wheel horsepower for a second, which is, a long time in a 9-second race. And that's when the Freedom Rocket could really make up ground. We ended up trapping the same in the top end, so I started, picking back up and was able to hold them off. But we lost some ground during it, and that was due to some overboost. So we're going to install a hop switch to activate a lower boost setting when it starts to go to overboost, and then what we're going to do is hope to God that it works by activating a lower boost setting, and when it comes down, goes to high boost again and doesn't lose too much. Right now my overboost setting, I have 2 overboost settings, one of them in the actual programming where it will pull a lot of timing out, and then the other one in the controller, which is a little bit higher, where it'll shut the solenoid down, the electronic boost control solenoid. And both of those are unacceptable because it basically throws away the rest of the run. And it probably shuts me down to like nothing in terms of horsepower on both of them. Well, one of them's at about 600 horsepower, the other one's probably 400. Ironically, the one that's 400 is the lesser one, but that's what we're running into in terms of why we need some kind of overboost protection. So then step 3 here, we noticed that my Hoosier tires have been pretty low for some time. And the last time I took it out running 9.7s and spinning, I think that was the last time that they're ever going to run. We saw cords after that, and I only did 2 passes and saw cords, and that was it. So we are going to get some new Hoosier tires on this bad boy and hope to God that it hooks up. Then finally, because I want to go balls to the wall here, and I really want that 8s. This is like the quest for 8s. We're going to add some race gas finally. Right now we're doing this on 93 pump and meth injection. And we're going to add some MS-109 and a smidge of timing. We're not going to go balls to the wall because I do not want to blow it up. But we're going to see if we can gain, I think we could gain 100 horsepower. On the previous video that you guys may or may not have seen, we ended up taking off the mid-pipe and found about 50 horsepower, and I think that we can get another roughly 50 horsepower with MS-109, so I think that if my Ricer math is correct, we'll get to 100 horsepower, somewhere around 970 rear wheel horsepower. So I'm going to take it off the trailer now, get it into the shop, get some dumps on it, and go from there.
This thing again?
Yeah, we're doing, I just want to put the regular radials on, and then we're going to put the dumps on. It's kind of a pain in the ass because you got to take the rear bumper off, like the fascia, so we'll see.
Okay, so we've removed the rear valence again, and we are going to take the mufflers off because they do weigh something. Right, Mike? They weigh something. Yeah. Physics? Yes? No? Okay. They weigh something. Good. And then we're going to take the mid-pipe off and do dumps right here, the fancy dumps that we made, so we can go back and forth, which will be kind of nice, I hope. And but we're gonna leave the rear off for right now. Ow! Oh, you fucker! It did hurt. Good morning.
Morning.
How goes it?
As you see, the exhaust is off. Race car.
Oh boy, look at that. We're missing the exhaust. It's completely gone. Are we leaving the valence off?
No, I'll put the valance back.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, because we want to look pretty still too. I can't wait to hear what this thing sounds like. So we're thinking we might have dropped somewhere in the neighborhood of 65 pounds, which is pretty good for a Corvette. Step one, complete. Next, we go on to the hob switch and finally tires. So I'm going to the mailbox right now. We got a special piece for the vet in order to... Uh-oh. I'm going to open somebody else's mailbox because... Fuck, I don't want to spill my coffee. Look at that. It's like a coffee holder. Look at that. Fancy. So, this is it. This is our hob switch that we're going to use to activate a boost controller in very weird ways. We got an adjustable hob switch. This goes from 4 psi to 24 psi. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this to dial in the boost. Because we don't want to run more than 24 psi, we can basically max this out to begin with. And hopefully what that'll do is bring the boost down once it goes over the 24 psi. Instead of it going to a fixed duty cycle that the boost controller does not go under, this will basically activate scramble and take it under. To test this, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ground this, and what we should see is scramble activate. There it is, scramble is activating, and then when I let off, it's going to hold scramble for 1 more second and drop it down. So we're going to have to play with that 1 second, and maybe that'll help keep everything under control, but that should get us to the lower boost that we're looking at. Okay, so we're at 21.6, turn it up a little bit, and what's going to there it goes at 22 and change. I'm going to make a slight adjustment to the hob switch. Let's see. 20, there, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, so that's when it's going to activate and do its thing. That's fucking awesome. The one thing that sucks about the controller right now is that I guess there is a performance issue if you're trying to use it with a scramble activating on a 0-second delay, meaning that zero in my mind, and what's in part of the manual that was eventually deleted, should be as long as you hold the button, it will keep scramble boost activated. But unfortunately, I guess they deleted that, but didn't delete it from part of the manual. So the minimum amount of time that scramble will hold after you release it is 1 second, which, I mean, that's okay. I prefer if it was less than 1 second, like if it was half a second or a quarter of a second or a tenth of a second. That would be, you know, better in my mind. But 1 second, I'm going to see if we can make it work. What I expect to happen is, let's say that my duty cycle is 57% at full throttle here, full boost, and it spikes up. I might only lower it to 40%, and that should give me a pretty quick drop. And by the time it's, you know, dropping down under a certain point, which I'm going to have it higher than the boost that I want it to be, hopefully it'll just fall in. And I'll play with that I'll play with that setting on the track. I feel like there's going to be a good mid-range area here where this is going to work, where, you know, the boost level is going to spike up and then come back down, and hopefully we'll see, you know, boost spikes up and levels, it comes back down and levels nicely, and, you know, that's what we're going to aim for. I mean, I have basically between 0%, which will drop it down very fast, and basically what my boost level setting is, which is I think 56 or 57%, and, you know, we're gonna, somewhere in between there is going to be, you know, the best of both worlds, and that's what we're going to work with.
Fuck. Oh, the key's dead. Take 2. Come on!
So we're moving on to step 3, which is the tires. So my tires were showing a little bit of wear. In fact, on one of them, you can see some cords starting to pop through. And, well, it's time to get some new boys on there. I had these for like 2 years, got a good bit out of the season with it. And now, same tires, same Hoosiers, nice and soft, brand new. Hopefully it still does good. We are gonna go over to Automotive Intelligence, which is just down the road. Automotive Intelligence is gonna mount my tires. I don't have a tire machine in my shop, and I don't really have room for it until we finish our expansion. So it's like really far away. Nah, it's fine. In fact, my shop used to be right around the corner here. In fact, we were right behind Automotive Intelligence. They went by Import Intelligence back then, but since then they've rebranded to Automotive. I guess, you know, more business. And here we are, Automotive Intelligence. And you know who else is here? Dickhead Nick. He's not really a dickhead. He's fine. So what's Nick doing here? He is getting travel limiters put on his car to hopefully help with his suspension issue. And, well, we couldn't really fit him in exactly that quick, but I reached out to my buddy Matt, who owns Automotive Intelligence here, and we're just making it happen. So we're race ready for tomorrow. Who's your daddy? Okay, so we got the new tires on the rims, and taking it back to the shop now. So we've got our 3 steps completed, or rather our 3 points that we wanted to do completed, and now she's going to go on the dyno and we're going to see what the hell she does.
Time for race gap.
We are seeing 930 rear wheel horsepower on the high boost setting, which is pretty damn awesome. And what we're going to do now is we're going to drain the pump gas, because this is all on 93 octane plus meth. And we're going to put some MS 109 in this bad boy, and we're going to let it eat. Okay, so here we are, 968 rear wheel horsepower without ice, and that's 992 on STD for those of you who look at other internet numbers. But SAE 968, it's a gain of about 100 rear wheel horsepower. In fact, the last time that we had it on the dyno, I think it was like just mid 850s then, and like 850, 830, 860, somewhere in there. So we're looking at 100 horsepower gain over where we were. We cut off at least 40 pounds by removing the catback exhaust and the mid-pipe, which was a Borla mid-pipe, quite lighter. If it was a factory mid-pipe, it'd probably be even more. Ironically, it's 65 pounds or so, the difference between the two. However, the flanges that we used were from a factory one, and the flanges are pretty damn heavy. So we're gonna find out tomorrow what it does. I'm really, really excited. I'm scared. Mostly, I don't want to break anything else because the last time we broke the diff, and I challenged Nick. So my first race is going to be, well, actually Nick, I think, wants his revenge on me, and I don't want to give it to him, which is why I did all this fun stuff. Okay, guys, pay attention to the next video because, well, we're going to find out if she goes 8s or not. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are a subscriber, hit that bell. I've been told that some subscribers aren't getting notifications. And comment below, like this video if you liked the video. If you didn't, don't give me like a fake like. And pay attention for the next video because, well, it's going to be the race. Okay, guys, have a great one. Adios.